All right, guys, I got a long fish notes this week, but I got to get a lot of things out. Please give me a copy that you received this because these are crucial parts of the puzzle to keeping us all on the same page. So I need you to know that you guys watch these videos. Clock in early. I've already told Sean and Zach, sit down, take 5-10 minutes to watch these videos. They're important to keep us all together on the same page. So at the end of this, make sure you send me a copy. All right, let's get right to it. All right, the first part of this is a big old thank you for the whole team for all the hard work and extra long hours everyone put in this week. We set records at all venues. We appreciate all the teamwork, hustle, and customer service that made that happen. We had some hiccups, but the hiccups only inspired us to hone our systems and culture to become a stronger company for the long haul. And we believe with teamwork and partnerships with hardworking fishermen and superior customer service, we are redefining the seafood industry. Some of you are with us as a stepping stone to your future, and some of you will be here for the long haul. But we are all building a lasting company whose the singular goal of our company is to move seafood forward to redefine what it means to harvest and sell seafood in the 21st century. I know that's a big ideas, guys, but you don't know you're doing it every day you go to work. So let's continue to get better. We have to always want to get better, or else we will stall and get stale and get stagnant. Quick little thing is the only thing I'm going to talk about this week for the weekend is right here. And we got good weather. Specials, 5 pounds of jumbo heads off, $1 off per pound. Greenlit mussels, frozen greenlit mussels, 20% off. We highlighted live blue crabs, jumbo heads on, and red drum in our email. And if anyone's curious, there's a national beach wrestling tournament at the beach this weekend, so that's pretty interesting. Anyway, let me get right to some company notes because if you have questions about fish notes this week, go to the printed Excel document at both stores. They will tell you all you need to know about how we are going to stock our counter this weekend. All right. First off, company notes. Kyle Klossick is back working for CB Crab. If you don't know Kyle, introduce yourself. He worked for CB Crab Company during our beginning years, and he brings solid experiences forward and will bring a new old face to our markets. T-Gram is our newest dock blaster at Marsteller. If you haven't met him, introduce yourself and give him some words of encouragement. He has one of the toughest jobs at our company, and he's working hard to learn the ropes. And this goes to a thing Lauren has been working extremely hard, and she has brought us some excellent candidates we're going to be interviewing this week because we're going to be hiring new people across the board. And with new people comes a new opportunity to redefine our systems and culture. We're not one stagnant company. We got to remember that. We are always trying to get better. And if you don't have that mentality, you can't stay here. We are going to be growing. We're going to be changing, and we got to be on board with that mission. We have to always look forward for better ways of serving our customers, keeping our seafood fresh in stocks and our markets impeccably clean. And keeping, most importantly, that y'all are happy and excited to go to work. There's problems that happens, but it starts with a vision and a belief that you can make things better every day that you work. Whether it's training a new staff member, working with team leaders to create new systems, or just giving some words of encouragement to a struggling teammate that needs some help. It's all a part of the equation. And I think the best way to go into relook at our culture, because we're going to have new people coming in here, we have to introduce them to a market, not how it is today, not how it is yesterday, but how we're going to make it in the future. And we're working towards, not that we're all on a mission to make it better. And I think the best way to do this is to revisit some of our core values. These core values are not something that I just sit down on paper and pontificate. These are things that Sam, Nathan, and myself debated for hours because they are that meaningful to us. And I know some of you probably have read it and signed it and said, yeah, okay, that's core values, got it. But these are our guiding lampposts. When we make decisions for our company, we debate whether they are in line with our core values. So you have to believe these things. These are not and you have to use them to apply decision making in our company. So if you don't know how to do something, refer to our core values. If you're struggling with something that doesn't seem right, look to our core values. You come to me with a problem and reference our core values, you will get my attention. I promise you that. So without further ado, I'm going to go into these, and I'm going to go out a big screen so you can see them more specifically. Oh, not me, big screen. There we go. All right. Belief in work. I have no doubt that everyone on our payroll right now believes this, but this is something that we need to show, not just tell, but show our staff. And it's our new staff that it's not just we're going to tell you and what hard work means. We're going to show you what it means, and we're going to bring you on board so you're part of that process. And we believe that work is an activity that gives purpose to life rather than just a means for a paycheck. Work in the seafood industry requires hustle, grit, and fortitude. Everybody knows that. We are reactive and pointed when encountering a load of seafood or a line of customers. We are proactive and diligent when our equipment stops moving and our stores are empty. We strive to embody the thinker-doer disposition of a long line of commercial fishermen, processors, and seafood workers that have preceded us. And that means that work is just not money. It's not, hey, I got this many hours, so good. You gotta believe that your work means something, and you go to work because work is a part of life, and it's a good chunk of your life, whether you like it or not. So you better find ways at this company to make it something that has purpose. The next part that I talk about all the time is that teamwork fuels synergy. We are a company of unified leaders and team players. Our leaders help facilitate teamwork and coach with a big picture in mind. Our team strives for a high level of consistency in following company systems and looking for better ways to work together to overcome challenges. Synergy is what happens with teamwork when teamwork allows us to be bigger than the sum of our parts. I believe all of you are leaders, and that's the truth. And we need to work together to become even better leaders for each other. And without teamwork, none of this is possible. You know this after a busy weekend. If you didn't have the trust and confidence of those around you, nothing gets done. So we have to find we're going to ask more of our leaders to encourage to make this a better place to work as a team. This is a huge one. Understanding our customers. Our customers are the final link in the chain of success. They're not just people coming to the door that we can sell stuff and make money off of. We are looking to serve the most crotchety customer in the same way that we serve the most graceful and happy customer. We use questions and an attentive sales philosophy to become students of their needs and preferences. That means you don't sit there and say, what can I sell you? Or what's the quickest way to get you out of the door? It's like asking questions to see what type of person they are. Are they scared of seafood? Do they know it? If they know everything, let them run the conversation. Let them lead it. If they don't, help guide them to give them the confidence to try new things. We're not here to force sales. We're rather to guide people through the seafood experience. Seafood sells itself. We don't need salespeople. We need people that believe that we want to change the way that the general public sees wild-caught seafood, because it's changing and it's going to continue to change. And if we don't learn how to serve our customers in the best way possible every day, not just I got it, I know how to do it, but challenge ourselves to be better service workers, then we're going to be stagnated, and we have got to be better. We have to define what it means to be a fishmonger. I got three more. Being part of the larger seafood industry. This is something I don't know if you guys really take into account, because a lot of y'all are working in a market and fish comes to your door and you don't see the people that harvest it. But there are stakeholders across the state of North Carolina that you never see that bring these fish, shrimp, and crabs to our door. And it's a complex supply chain, but these are families and generations of culture of a lot of times villages that depend on us as fishmongers to represent their product with integrity and attention to details. When we handle it, when we store it, when we sell it, and when we display it. You've got to know that it's not just fish you're selling people's lives that depend on us. And let me tell you something, if seafood prices goes up, as long as the fisherman is getting his fair catch, we are going to have to represent that seafood with that in mind. And it's not a commodity we're selling people's lives. Remember that. Handling seafood with respect. Our team develops a professional seafood handling paradigm by giving respect to its monetary value, its value as coastal heritage, and its value as a high-quality food. That means whenever we touch it, we allow this value judgment to affect the extremely careful and efficient way we physically care for it. Although many times it's heavy, wet, and cumbersome, we look for the best ways to allow it to move through our facilities quickly and without damage. You've got to respect the product. And when these new people come in, they need to understand, hey, that's important to us, and that these are not fish we're selling. Remember, that is the biggest thing. We are selling a culture, a Carolina seafood culture that is much larger than us, that is much older than us, and that has much more value than we can even wrap our minds around. The last thing is that systems guide us towards the future. We believe that in order for a company to succeed in competitive and highly variable seafood industry, we must clearly define our processes. Our written goals, rules, work lists, checklists bring unity to the workplace. These hard systems ensure that our company built for the long haul. All the systems that we develop are only to bring consistency to what we do, and they're always malleable. If there's a better way, we want to know about it. If we can make things smoother, if we can make things faster, if we can make things more precise, that's what we're looking for. It's not an easy task. I've worked on these things with Nathan and Sam for years, and defining them is some of the toughest things we've had to do in our business. But we have to continue to get better, and that's the most important thing. And if you just say, well, there's the bitter end checklist, make sure everything's checked, that ain't gonna fly. If you sit there and say, closing duties, make sure make sure that looks good, okay, we're good. It's redefining. It's taking a week. Go through and do, when you close one day, it's been slow, do a really tight closing. Some days when you work, a 14-hour day and it's busy as hell, we're going to have a few loose ends. That's what happens on a busy day. But when it's slow and when you have time, take that time to go the extra mile, to clean a little bit more deeper, to put our seafood away with a little bit more integrity. And it's every day we have to do this. It's not just something I'm talking about, hot air coming out of my mouth. So let me come back here. I know it's a lot. I hope you take these core values seriously. We do. They are how we want to grow this company. They're how we believe that we're going to get better and we're going to grow out into the state of North Carolina and beyond. And so I'm saying this with all seriousness. These are important things that are going to make us better. And I need to know everyone is on board as we bring in new people, because that is how we are going to define who we are. When you know who you work with every day, you get patterns of working together. But we got to break those patterns so we can make new patterns that are even better than they were before. And so I hope these things resonate with y'all, and I please ask that you listen to them and challenge things. If you want to challenge things, if you think something about our core values is missing something or needs to be redefined, let me hear about it. I want to know. But they're serious, and they are the backbone of everything that we do. Money and sales are not. They're how we keep score. That's how we keep the doors open. That's how we keep y'all paid. But it's not what we're in this for. We're in this for redefining the bigger picture of wild seafood and farm seafood in North Carolina, the United States, and for the rest of the world. And so it's a big challenge, and we're happy to have everyone here to do it with us. I'm gonna leave y'all with some words of wisdom from an Olympic bicyclist, and she had some pretty good words that are very pertinent to what I'm talking about today. So y'all have a great weekend, and come to me with questions. But again, please give me a copy so I know that you got this. All right, y'all have a good one.